to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
You have 10 unresponsive inside, and you have 2 that are still in critical condition of breathing.
The first shot when he came in,
we want to know. We want to know how something like this, something this awful can happen.
Law enforcement scouring the home of the man tied to the mass shooting in Monterey Park, plus heartbreaking new details about the people who were killed.
We have live team coverage this morning. Our crews are fanned out over the multiple crime scenes, covering the latest developments for you. Good morning to you. The time is 4:30. I'm Rachel Brown.
And I'm John Gregory. We also want to talk about the weather because we do have a lot of wind out there, Brown, and that's affecting a lot of people.
Yeah, we're seeing some damage already. We started seeing it last night in areas of Santa Barbara County and Ventura County. Wind gusts reported up to 90 miles per hour in Montecito Hills. We saw some downed trees, downed power lines over into the Carpinteria area, and then now into San Bernardino. We're having reports of that this morning. Downed power lines, downed trees in Orange County. A lot of areas that are already seeing some of this damage. So you can see here some very, very strong gusts out there. Very strong. We have high wind warnings in place, up to about 70-mile-per-hour gusts possible for the mountain ridge tops. As we take you out to the Cajon Pass, we're also seeing some very strong winds there as well. One of those days where it's going to be very dangerous driving next to high-profile vehicles. So try to avoid that if you can. Very strong winds also down into the Santa Ana Mountains, where it is widespread. Anywhere you see lit up in that purple color, that is 50 miles per hour and above. So it's windy. It's cold outside this morning. Bundle up. We'll let you know what to expect for the rest of the day coming up, guys.
Okay, Bree, thank you. Let's take Now we want to go to our Caltrans camera. Building past Alder Avenue. Now we want to go to our Caltrans camera. This is the 60 eastbound at Hacienda Boulevard and Hacienda Heights. Everything's looking good there.
Well, there are a lot of new developments this morning in the Lunar New Year shooting in Monterey Park that left 10 people dead. The suspect is confirmed dead as authorities search his home for clues into what sparked the massacre.
Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz is live in Monterey Park this morning with the latest. Irene.
Well, John and Rachel, this is the dance studio where several people lost their lives on Saturday night. This morning, the investigation continues, but yesterday, that manhunt ended with a suspect found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, take a look. Law enforcement closed in on the suspect's mobile home in Hemet last night as they served a search warrant. They were trying to get a clear picture of who this person was and why he did this. The LA County Sheriff has identified the suspect as 72-year-old Hu Can Tran. Saturday night, Tran killed 10 people, 5 men and 5 women. He also injured 10 others. Tran had a semi-automatic pistol with an extended large-capacity magazine, which is illegal in California. Now, the shooting happened at a Monterey Park dance studio. Then, 17 minutes later, he moved to a dance studio in Alhambra, where we're told people wrestled away the gun before he got away in a white van. The sheriff says they aren't looking for any other suspects right now. The motive for the attack has been unclear.
The first officers on scene were some of my youngest officers. They'd only been on the street for a very short period of time. When they came into the parking lot, it was chaos. There were wounded people. There were people trying to flee out all the doors. They immediately went into action, and within just a couple minutes, those officers had entered the location looking for the suspect. That's our protocols here. We don't wait. Inside, they came across a scene that none of them had been prepared for.
Yesterday, just more than 12 hours after the shooting, authorities found Tran in this white cargo van in Torrance. You can see them using Bearcats and drones for a couple hours before they swarmed the truck. They found Tran inside with a handgun, slumped over in the driver's seat, deceased from that self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, back out here live, as for the victims, we've been told they're all over the age of